Welcome to As a Crow Flies Hiking. This is day 6 of the Pinhoti Trail, but as you can see, I'm not on trail. There was a severe weather threat today, last night, and so far, nothing has happened. That's kind of how it goes. But it's better to be safe than sorry. Anytime that you're backpacking and severe weather threat comes up, I think it's best to get off the trail, go to a hostel or something. A lot of people that I met on trail went to a hostel. I was fortunate enough that my dad called me and said, hey, I can just come pick you up, you know, I'd like to see you. So he picked me up and we had a good ride home and got to talk and eat a meal together, and that was a lot of fun. I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind and the storm is on its way this afternoon. The biggest threat, woo, the biggest threat was this afternoon, and that was what I was worried about. And hiking today, just when it would come through and the storms and stuff. So I decided to get off trail. But you know what? It really helped me. I did 4 days on trail, and I'm not a thru hiker. I usually do 7 or 8 days at a time when I go out to west in the summer, or I'll do 5 or 6 days around here. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. So I've been watching the weather all day. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of a weather nerd. I like to watch it, and I've seen the storms, and I'll put up a little bit of that now.
We have a dangerous severe weather event coming up for Alabama, coming in 2 phases. Round 1 will be late tonight, early Saturday morning, mainly for the western side of the state. And notice we have a level 5 out of 5, high risk of severe storms. We could see a few violent, long track tornadoes.
It's all these like polygons and rain-wrapped tornadoes and things that are off in different places, so you never know when it's going to come up. But it was good to take a little break. I got to kind of hang around here today and repack. It took me almost all day to repack. I got to shed some things that I didn't need. The temperatures are a little warmer than I thought, so I was able to get rid of my puffy jacket and a few other things that I didn't need. Just things that weren't going to help me and were just kind of adding weight to my pack. So I've repacked today. A couple of things that I have really enjoyed this trip. The first thing I don't have with me because it's in the washer is my little towel, dry towel that hooks on to your backpack. It's my pack towel, and it's actually in the washer right now, but that has been really helpful because a lot of sweat, and so I was able to wipe my head off and just a lot of drainage and stuff. So I haven't used that a whole lot. I've always had it on my pack for just different things, but man, I used the heck out of it this trip, and that's been really nice. The other thing is my trekking poles. I'm not really a trekking pole person, only because I do a lot of filming, and so it just gets in the way. But in the last few trips, I've just really realized just how helpful your trekking poles are and how they kind of help propel you, and basically like 2 extra legs, you know, stability and, you know, moving forward and stuff. So it's been helpful, and I've used it. Ooh, I feel a little rain. Anyway, I just thought I'd stop and say that if you're watching the videos and you're expecting day 5, well, I'm not on trail. I'm at home. Just got to repack, kind of reset everything, food, and that was another thing I dropped. I didn't need as much food as I thought. You know, I don't really get that hungry during the day on trail, just a few things. So also changed up my lunches. First drop of rain, so maybe it's coming. And I switched to some like string cheese and some little meat sticks on a tortilla for lunch, and I think that'll be better than peanut butter crackers. The peanut butter crackers, especially in the heat, it just dry me. There's the thunder. So, you know, this threat of severe rain and stuff was significant enough to send everybody home. In fact, Nathan from the Pinhoti Outdoor Center texted me and said, you are getting off trail, right? And so I appreciate that. And other people texted me and said, you know, this isn't, you know, to most people that do big hikes, this isn't a big deal. But for me, it's a big deal. I mean, you know, I'm way past 50, so to be out on trail for 12 days, is kind of a significant, you know. So for me, I'm in a little situation where I had a little time, but I can only go to the Georgia line. I'd love to go on through Georgia and finish at the northern terminus of the Pinhoti Trail, but it's not in the cards. I don't have enough time. So I will make it, hopefully. I think I've got another 6 or 7 days. And I'm gonna try to do 16.5 each day and make it to the Georgia line, and then somebody will pick me up. Well, that's all I gotta say for this. Loving my backpack, loving my tent, loving my sleeping bag. Actually, I switched to the get out gear little blanket because it's not gonna be as cold. I've just been really kind of dialing in my gear as I go and just seeing things that I may need, because I'd hope someday I could do a through hike, and this was kind of like a test for me, 11 or 12 days, to see how it goes. Well, the wind's picking up and the rain's starting, so I think I need to go on in, but I did want to stop and tell you why I was not on trail. So tomorrow, this is day 5, tomorrow will be day 6. I'm gonna get up real early, get back to the trail on the Pinhoti, and try to make it to the Georgia line in about 6 days. Thank you guys for watching As the Crow Flies Hiking, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 6 of the Pinhoti Trail.